Good evening. How are you? Doing well, I hope. I am. Well, tonight I have something special for you. It's Jack Canfield's Success Principles. We're all familiar with Jack Canfield, right? Chicken Soup for the Soul, The Secret. Yes, a very good author. And in his book, The Success Principles, he presents the 64 principles which, if learned and practiced, can help everyone to realize their goals. He didn't invent them, but he collected them from many successful people. So I've chosen and briefly described the 10 principles from Canfield's book, which I think are the most important. Okay, just 10, not 64. Okay. Number 1, take 100% responsibility for your life. The first principle states that there is only one person who is 100% responsible for my life or your life, and that's me or you, right? It says we're responsible for all our successes and failures, health, relationships, financial situation, our feelings, and everything else. It is me who has created the life that I'm living now, so I must take full responsibility for it. The same goes for you. It says to really take 100% responsibility for our lives, we must stop blaming others for our problems and failures. We have created our current situations by our thoughts and our activities, so there's no reason to blame anybody. We can only blame ourselves. But that is also useless, it says, because the past is the past. It's already gone. We can't change it. But now we can create our future. So now we can do things differently and get the results that we want. And that's because of this rule. E plus R equal O. That's event plus response equal outcome. The rule says that every outcome we experience in life, good or bad, is the result of how we respond to the previous events in our lives. By responding in a different way, we can get different results. That's why blaming events for our failures are pointless. It says we must change our responses to the events, and then we can get results that we want. We don't have control over a lot of the events in our lives, but we do have control over our responses. We can change our thinking, our behavior, and our communication. We can also change our old habits into newer, better ones. Not that it's easier said than done, right? But it says this principle is the prerequisite to a successful life, taking 100% responsibility for our lives. It's the basic principle on which all the other principles are built. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2, principle, belief, it's possible. It says according to this principle, we are able to achieve whatever our minds can conceive and perceive. It says we must replace all our negative expectations with positive ones. And then our minds will start working to accomplish the outcome we want. We've discussed that. Yes, even last time. It says people often do not reach their goals, not because they lack the required skill, but because they don't believe they can reach them, or they don't give themselves credit for the little accomplishments that they do have, right? That was number 2. So number 1, take full responsibility for your life. Number 2, believe it's possible. Number 3, believe in yourself. This principle is connected with the previous one. I'm able to achieve whatever my mind can conceive and believe, so I must believe in myself. If I want to create the great and successful life I desire, I must believe that I can make it happen. To be successful, then, I need to give up I can't. My brain is able to solve any problems that I give it and reach any goals that I have. But my negative words and thoughts have a negative and limiting influence on my mind. So I give up all my negative thoughts and words. That's a challenge, right? But that's number 3. Believe in yourself that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Right? Number 4, this one I thought was very interesting. Release the brakes. It says, according to this principle, most people drive through life with their psychological brakes on. The brakes are negative images about themselves, inaccurate beliefs about reality, and guilt and self-doubt. Those are the brakes. These brakes cancel out people's good intentions, no matter how hard they try. Successful people release the brakes. All our unfounded beliefs are like prison. They don't allow us to go out and reach our goals. So first, we must get out of our self-imposed prison. The author presents 3 methods for doing this. That's Jack Canfield. He says, number 1, affirmations and positive self-talk. Number 2, creating powerful and compelling new internal images of having, doing, and creating what we want. And number 3, changing our behavior. Right? So that was number 4. Right? Look at it again. Release those brakes that hold us back. Get out of the self-imposed prison, right, of our mind. Number 5, see what you want, get what you see. This principle is about visualization. Visualization is the act of creating compelling and vivid pictures in your mind, our minds. It says we need to close our eyes and see our goals as already achieved. And to make progress, to make the progress more powerful, then we should add sounds and feelings and emotions to our pictures. The emotions are the most important ingredient of visualization, and we've discussed that a while back as well. Having feeling, right? And also to keep the desire burning. Remember that? Yes. That was number 5. So see what you want, get what you see. Number 6, take action. Many people spend time analyzing, planning, and organizing, but they fail to take action. I've been there, I've done that. Lots of, figuring things out, but never doing anything, right? It says, but when I take action, things start to happen. So I've observed that I learn much more quickly when I take action. Things become clear. The next steps become more obvious. Maybe you found that to be true once you start taking action. There's no point in being too cautious, because even if I make some mistakes, I can learn from them and can still achieve my goals. It says, if I do not take action because I'm too careful or afraid, I will not reach my goals anyway. Taking action brings satisfaction as well, right? Yes. Okay, so take action. Don't just analyze. Do something. Okay. That was number 6. Number 7, commit to constant and never-ending improvement. Canfield advises making small, achievable steps which we can easily improve. He says, in this way we will not become overwhelmed and discouraged because something seems too difficult to achieve or to do. He says, to improving takes time. It does not happen overnight. But if I improve and learn a little bit every day, one day my skills and knowledge will be very useful in my life, and so in yours, right? Yes. So number 7 was commit to constant and never-ending improvement. We always want to go forward, right? Number 8, practice persistence. It says persistence is one of the most important qualities of successful people, because people often quit just before reaching their goals because they lack persistence. But if you hang in there long enough, it says, you will eventually reach your goal. Yes, we discussed that the other day too, right? Taking our goals, maybe making them into smaller goals, but eventually we will get there if we don't give up, right? So be persistent. That was number 8. Number 9, learn more to earn more. It says this principle is about learning. The more I learn and the more knowledge I acquire, the more successful I can be. Canfield recommends time reading. He says take the time to read. He suggests reading inspirational books, books on psychology, finance, sales, health, etc. He says he also recommends reading biographies of great people because we can learn from them, right? Another way to learn is to attend success rallies, conferences, and retreats. I've attended quite a few of those, or master classes, right? To learn from other people, I must be teachable. So must you, right? Says that means that when I have the opportunity to listen or learn something from other people who know more than I do, I should listen and try to learn from them and not try to impress them, right? Sometimes we do that, right? We want to show people what we know, but they know more than we do. So we should have the humility to just listen, right? That's what it says. It says some humility is required. Yes, we never want to get over our head, right? Okay, so that was number 9. Learn more and earn more. Then it says, start now. Number 10, just do it. Okay, it says, according to this principle, there is no perfect time to start. So let's just start right now. It says, as Canfield says, once you start moving and producing results, all manner of things begin to happen that will take you further and faster than you ever imagined. So those were the 10 principles that I thought were important out of the 64 that Canfield has in his book. If you want to read the rest of them, welcome to get the book and read it. Perhaps you already have. He wrote quite a few books, including the one, Chicken Soup for the Soul, right? All right. Well, I hope those 10 principles will help you. They definitely will help me. Some of them already have, because I'm constantly trying to improve, right? We never get too old, you know. We always have to improve and we'll move forward, right? Yes. We must live our best life, right? We're not there yet. No, I'm not there yet. And I'm sure you aren't either. So let's keep going, right? Okay. So have a good rest of the night. I'll be back on Wednesday with some more things that'll help you live your best life. And me too. Okay? All right. Well, good night. And I'll see you Wednesday. And thank you for listening.